going to do in this video, what I'm going to show in this video is I'm going to show you the MSR Dragonfly multi-fuel stove. Now I'll show you all the components, all the bits that you get when you buy it. I'll show you how to put it together. I'll show you how to strip it down for maintenance, and I'll put some close-up pictures for that as well. And then I'll just tell you what I think. Pros and cons and all that. So let's have a look. Here it is. I'll just get over there. I should have walked over there while I was talking. Never mind. So there is all shadow. There is all the bits. Some of that isn't included in what you buy. And there's all the bits. And I'll start off with a cooker. There's the cooker. The legs are all folded up at the moment. And there's the fuel line. Now you got your bottle, which is fuel bottle, that is, which is 591 milliliter capacity. It's got a maximum fill line there, and the top itself is like a safety top. You got to press it down before you unscrew it. Okay, so that's the bottle. Now this is like a foil base plate that you can put underneath this cooker, just in case you're cooking on like a park bench or something like that, and you know you don't want to scorch a park bench, do you? So you know you can put this underneath that whenever you feel the need to. You got this windshield, and you've got the nice black bag to put it all in, and then you've got your pump and fuel line here. That's the fuel line. You got a toolkit. The tin isn't included. And I've got a little silencer here as well, okay, for when you're cooking, just to reduce the noise because it's a bit noisy. So but this isn't included. Okay, so so that's it. That's all the bits. I'll quickly go through the tools that you get. You got your little multi-tool there. You got a spare O-ring, rubber seal ring, or whatever you want to call it. You got the spare jet for the diesel and the kerosene and all that. I don't know whether you can see that little bit of sponge, white sponge there. That's a fuel filter for the end in there. Okay, and there's the pin, a safety pin that you use to pick it out. You got a little oil bottle there to oil this bit here, to stick in the hole to put it together, although you could use spit for that as well. All right, so I just use spit, to be honest with you. You got a little you see them little wires sticking out? That's to clean the jets, the little holes in the jets, okay, if you need to do that. And you got this bar. Now this bar can work in conjunction with this tool to unscrew the other jet out of there and put a different one in if you need to. I'm not sure. I think it's got another. I've only just noticed. I didn't know. It's got another job. I think it's a spare rod to go in there as well. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway. And also, I didn't say before, but this camouflage bag is not included. Okay, so that's all your parts of the toolkit. Very simple, really. So let's get it together. So it's all folded up at the moment. So let's get these legs unclipped. They get this rotated, this bell housing rotated round like that. Sometimes this bell housing can get caught on the little cup there. It doesn't always, but it's just touching it there this time. But sometimes it goes round smooth. Most of the time it goes round smooth. And then clip it in to place like this. Get that out, and then get that other leg out and clip it and get it out. So there you go, that's the legs. That's all out and tidy. Now let's get this top off, press down, get that top off, put it to one side, put it away, and then get a pump of fuel line. There it is. get the fuel line in first, and then just jostle it in like that. Screw it down firmly, get that little handle out as well, and give it a little check, see if there's any fuel coming out. But they're good seals anyway, so it should be all right. Now, to get the cooker to the fuel, what you do is you want to look at it like that. So you've got the pump facing you, okay, and then you wet with the oil or spit this bit sticking out with a fuel filter just in there. So I'll just do that, just put a bit of spit on it, and then see that grey hole there, stick it in the hole like this. Just imagine in that position where this clip is looking like that. Stick it in, bring that round and clip it in like that. So all that is put together now. So what you could do now is give it 20 pumps. It says in the book 20 to 30 pumps with a full bottle, and 30 to 40 pumps with half a bottle, or half fuel, or half full. See what I mean? But I've got a full bottle there, but 20 is plenty. All right, so I'll give it 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there you go. That's all put together. And you get rid of that with your other bits of kit. Okay, to get it going, what you want to do is see that valve I've just folded down. Just open it up fully to let the fuel go down to a certain amount, a certain level, a certain distance, and then get this valve here, open it up and let the fuel come through for about 3 to 5 seconds. A bit longer in the cold weather, or a bit longer if you've got diesel or kerosene and all that. So because this bell housing has got to be heated up before it fully sort of, you know, fully works like. So open the valve up, 3 to 5 seconds, turn it off. Now that you light it, and then the yellow flame will sort of flicker up, and as it gets hotter it'll go higher, and then it'll eventually burn away, burn down, and when it gets to the level of these prongs here, slowly, I mean, you'll get used to this, you know, I'm just trying to give you a guidance like, but slowly give it half a turn and turn the valve on, and it should start going like a rocket, like roaring like a rocket. Okay, so the yellow flame will go, and you'll then get a blue flame if you're in the garage with the door open, but if you're out here you won't see the flame, okay, but you will hear it. It roars like a rocket, and that's when you could put your cooker on, your pot on, sorry, and then give it a minute, okay, to really hot up, and then if you want it full on, then you could give it another 3 half turns, and that'll be full on. All right, but that's up to you then. It depends what you want to do. And to turn it down, turn it 3 half turns down, and then depending on the wind outside and all that, give it another 1/4 of a turn, and that'll be at its lowest point. So you cook up at its lowest point. 3 half turns and then another slow 1/4, depending on how the wind goes and all that. So I'll do that now. Right, let's turn this on. Turn this valve on fully. 3 to 5 seconds, bit of fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Light it up. Don't lean over it. There you go. You could put this on now. windshield. But I just want to show you how the flame look. I don't know whether you can see that flame. That flame is now heated up that bell housing. There you go, it's flying up a bit more because it's getting hot. Oh, the fuel's getting hot. Blowing towards the fuel bottle. Not good. As soon as it goes down to a certain level that I said before, roughly, slowly give it half a turn before it goes out. And hear it roaring. That yellow flame will go, and then it'll turn into a blue flame if you're indoors with the door open. Right, I'm going to put that on. Hook it up on the end there, because you can't see it anyway, but you can hear it. And then stick that on. Now, before I done all this, I used the water in there as a spirit level to make sure that it's level, okay? And then I did all this. Right, I'm gonna give it a minute, and then I'm gonna turn it on full. I've only got water in there so I can make a cup of tea, so just give it a minute so it's like nice and hot and it's working well, you know. So I'll just get rid of this ferro rod. Get rid of that so I don't lose it. Okay, I'm going to turn 3 half turns and it'll be on full then. 1, 2, 3. It's going like a rocket, roaring away, no spluttering, so it's working really well. So I'll just leave that now to boil, and then I'll turn it off. I know you probably couldn't hear me back there. I gave it 3 turns to 3 half turns to put it on full because I got water in the pot. Right, I'm not going to show you how to turn it off because it's all steaming now. So there we go. There it is. To turn it off, just turn the valve off at the fuel bottle only, all right? And that's it. And then you can start eating and drinking then. And then after you've eaten and drunk and everything's cooled down, you could then turn the valve off by there. So there you go, I'll do that now. There you go, that cuts the fuel off and the pressure from out of the bottle as well, most of it. And then just leave that now and just, you know, have your food, drink your drink, and let that just go out and cool down. There you go, just getting the fuel out and the pressure. That's it. Okay, just a few details now before I go on to the stripping down of it. And I'm going to quickly go through that because I'm going to show pictures really of that. So anyway, a few details. Priming the cooker before you turn it on, 3 to 5 seconds and all that, or half a spoon. You can prime it with methylated spirits as well, but you can't run it on methylated spirits, okay? Anyway, the safety clearance of this cooker, the clearance all around and above, is 4 feet or 1.2 meters, okay? So that's for anything combustible, all right? You can't use this cooker indoors really. because you could get carbon monoxide poisoning, and if you fall asleep and the cooker's still going, which it will be, that'll be you finished. All right, so don't use it indoors. You could use it in a garage with a door open, or a shed with a door open, you know, but not indoors. And you can't use it in a tent because the flame will go up and the heat will go higher than the flame, and you might just burn a hole in your tent, and that'll be it. That wouldn't be very good. I suppose you could use it underneath a basher if the basher was quite high, you know, on a sunny day, but not low down and held together with poles. It's got to be 2 trees in here quite high. But so don't use it indoors basically. Now the little cup, there's a shaker needle just inside the bell housing, just underneath the jet. It's a little needle in a little bit of metal, and it's loosely put there, and you could get the cooker and just shake it back and forth, and you'll hear it jinking, jink 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 jink, and that little needle is going in and out of the jet hole in the center of the jet, and it cleans it, so it gives you a rough clean. You'd use that if you was using a sooty fuel like petrol or something like that, you know, diesel. So but anyway, there's a little jet, a shaker jet needle, okay, a jet needle in that little piece underneath the jet. Right, you've got the bell housing, and you've got like the cup that's surrounding it. There's 2 holes in the side of that cup where you can put a match to light it. People don't use matches these days, but you could put a lighter near it. But the best way, I think, to light it is to use a ferro rod, just, and that's it, like you've seen. That's just my opinion, like, but they are good. It's just simple. All right, there's 2 jets. There's the one installed. Now the one pre-installed has got DG stamped on the top. That stands for Dragonfly Gasoline. All right, and the spare one in the kit, that's got DK stamped on the top. That stands for diesel kerosene. All right, DG Dragonfly Gasoline, DK diesel kerosene. Just making sure I got it right. Right, the DG, the one that's pre-installed, that's for white gas, MSR power fuel, unleaded petrol, alkylate petrol, for T4 or 4-stroke if you like. And the DK, the diesel kerosene, is for aviation fuel as well. All right, so okay, I'll go through the cons, pros and cons. I'll go through it now, and then I'll do the maintenance later. The cons: little expensive to buy, but it's good, you know, so you're not getting ripped off. It just happens to be a good quality item that's expensive. It's noisy. The flame spreader, right, the flame spreader in that bell housing on the top that allows the flame to sort of spread, you can unclip that, okay, using the tool. Now if you put it back on and it's just loose, it's going to fall off. When you put it away, so the bell housing goes back into the cup, okay, if that flame spreader falls off, you'll have a hell of a job getting the bell housing back around, okay. So just bear that in mind. So if you put the flame spreader back in, just bend the little tabs in. They are quite hard to bend as well, so because it's good quality stuff, but just bear in mind that little flame spreader, not the silencer but the flame spreader, will, when it goes back into the cup to put it away, it could fall off and you'll have a job turning it back around. The shaker jet needle that's underneath the jet is easily lost, okay? It's only tiny, so when you strip it down, don't lose it. However, if you do lose it, I haven't tried this, but theoretically I reckon it would still work, okay? Right, the pros. It's easy to strip, all right? I don't mean yourself now at the end of the day. It's easy to take up, the cooker's easier to take apart. And also this cooker is, I would call it an expedition cooker, okay? But an ordinary person can use it as well. But the reason I call it that is because you can use this cooker worldwide, anywhere in the world, i.e. Africa and the Middle East, right? Because the gas nozzles over there are a little bit different, and you could get caught out, all right? You need a gas bottle for your motorhome or your cooker, and you know, the cooker you carry, and they won't fit, so I've heard, all right? And I can well believe it. I have been to these places, and but this cooker, because it runs on petrol and diesel and things like that, you could use this cooker anywhere in the world, okay? So it's good quality as well. So there you go. So that's the pros. So I think that's it. I'll come back. I'll show you how to put the silencer in. You just plonk it in basically. I won't light it. I'll light it in the garage when I get home because it looks really nice, you know, with a blue flame coming out, just to show you how good it is, okay? So I'll do that with that, but I will show you how to put it in here. It's easy really, just stick it in, but there is other things to explain. So right, now for the stripping of the cooker. But I will just briefly show you, but I have got photos of close-ups as well for the stripping of the cooker, so I'll mainly emphasize on that. I'll only put them on for about 5 seconds or something, and you could pause the video, you know, to have a good look. Right. Oh. Just a quick one on the windshield. There's a little cutout in the center there. That's what goes through that cutout, is this little valve here, the on and off valve, and I'll just turn that off to make sure. There you go, so that's off. And also at a push, I think you could use this for signaling for help as well if the sun's out. I think it's been shining in my eyes all day, so I reckon you could. But anyway, I'll leave that at that, and we'll get on with the maintenance. Oh yes, and by the way, after you've finished with this, with your cooking and your cleaning and all that, and you start hiking, you can hike with this pump fitted in, but it's best just to get the excess pressure out. It won't be a lot, but what you do is hold it around about your chest or your navel, not in your face. Undo it, take the pressure off, and then do it back up. All right, that's all good. Right, maintenance. Okay, now to take this pump out, what you do is you bring it out so far, like what you can see there, and then there's a little lid here. You can just unclip it and it'll all come out, okay? Also, this little grey bit here has got 2 slots. You could use the tool to undo it and bring this spring and O-ring, I think it is, out. So what you would do before you do that is get this little lid, turn it, and then you'll be able to rotate that grey bit with the spanner. All right, the brass bit hit there with this handle has got 2 little cutouts, there and on the other side. You could just use the spanner again just to turn it, take all the spring out there, and the little rubber, I think it's got a rubber seal in there or something, but you could undo that and take it out. All right, and to change the seal under there, you probably wouldn't, it's going to last for years. Just bend this rubber bit up. Okay, so that's the bottle, I think. And to take that filter out, that little filter in there, pick it out with a safety pin. To undo this rod here, you put there's just a little put the spanner on there and just undo it and pull it out, unscrew it and pull it out. To take this flame spreader off, get your tool and just pop it off, and just remember when you put it back on, bend the tabs in, because when you fold this away, whoop, like that, if that falls off, you'll have a job getting it back out. I mean, you won't have a job rotating it back out. The jet inside, again, it's quite obvious really. You put the spanner in, and that little bar as well, stick that in the spanner and turn it and unscrew it. I think that's it. Yes, okay, very simple really. If there's anything else, I'll come back to you. And this is the silencer. Now it looks like that. It's got wild bee on the top, and it's got a little bee symbol. I bought it from Germany, I think. Yeah, and it weighs about the size of a small banana, if you like, or a Snickers bar. So it's actually 1.5 ounces. Okay, so it's quite light. It's not going to be encumbersome with the weight. And it looks like that. Got the holes on the side there, going all the way around. And to fit it, all you do is just take your flame spreader out there and just plonk it in like that, and it looks real nice. Okay, and when you're finished and you've eaten and you've drank your drink and this is cooled down, this bell housing has cooled down, when you come to take it out, it'll be a little bit stuck, but if just give it a little pull and it'll come out. All right, so I've only used it once and that's what happened, so it was all right. All right, so yeah, that's it. Stick it in like that, and like I said, give it a little yank, but it will come out. And I'll show you what it looks like in the garage, because when it's all up and running, because it looks quite nice actually. So I'll do that later. There you go, that's real nice, isn't it? Really quiet. Now that's on simmer, so that's just on a quarter of a turn open, so that's half a turn open, and then 3 turns, 3 half turns for full whack. 1, 2, 3, and it goes a little bit more, but we'll call that 3 half turns. There you go, real nice, really quiet as well. So if you want to turn it down to simmer again, 1, 2, 3, and then maybe a quarter of a turn depending on how the wind is blowing. There's no wind in this garage. There you go. So anyway, there's a little something I wanted to say I forgot. If you're doing long-term cooking, like boiling raw spuds, carrots and stuff, where you've got to keep on cooking for about half an hour or so, for every 10 minutes of cooking you need to give the pressure in the fuel bottle 10 pumps. So 10 minutes, 10 pumps. Okay, so there you go, and there's that lovely took a little while to get it going, not long, just to get it really hot. So there you go, I'll turn it up and then turn it off for this. And then all the fuel and pressure, most of the pressure, will disperse out the pipe. Okay, now it's all nice and cool. I just want to say, just bear in mind when you prime to get it going, this is a thicker metal than the original flame spreader, so it just takes a little bit more priming really, but you know, it will work in the end. It's all right. But anyway, now it's all cooled down, it's nice and cool, and keep your fingers on that. Taking it out, sort of wedges a bit, but it will come out like this, he says. Can't get it out. There you go, got it. Little bit harder than last time I'd done, but it did come out, you know, so without any tools. So there you go, that's all I want to show you. Okay, that's it. Like, share, subscribe and all that lovely stuff, and I hope you found the video helpful. Okay, so anyway, thanks for that, thanks for watching. Blah 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 blah. I'll see you around. It's good cooker.